districts, and we're actually going to do for public school teachers the biggest teacher pay increase we've ever done. So we're going to have a categorical portion, either in the FEFP, they may make it in a different part. There's different legislative ways they do it, but basically $1 billion, it's got to go for teacher pay. It can't go for administration. It can't go for any of the other stuff, and that's really, really been significant. We're now in the top 10 in average minimum salary for the country in terms of teachers. We used to be in the bottom half. Now, because we've had that goal, I think this $1 billion categorical, can help to raise the pay overall. We have raised pay for everybody, but there's been a focus on the bottom half just because we want to recruit more people. So our commitment to that remains very, very strong. And if you look at the numbers that I cited at the top, yes, we've got a lot of private scholarships. Yes, we've got public charter schools, but the majority of school choice in Florida is actually within school districts. Miami-Dade's a great example of that. It's 70% of students in Miami-Dade County attend a school other than the school that they're zoned for. When I was growing up, just wherever you were zoned, that's where you went, and that was kind of it. You couldn't get that 70% number just on private scholarships. I mean, it's because there's an ability to make choice in the school system. Javier.
Oh, sorry. Governor, yes. On Friday, the U.S. Congress passed legislation, education reform legislation that kind of mimics Florida. First of all, what are your thoughts about that? And do you think that education reform should be left at the state level or at the federal, if there's room for that? And then lastly, how do you feel about open carry not being presented to you?
So, in terms of the education policy, I think it's a state and local issue. I think the federal government getting involved by and large has not been great. I haven't seen the bill. Obviously, I'm very supportive of parents' rights in education. I think the idea that somehow your own kids, when they go to the school system, that parents have no role in what's going on there is absurd. Of course, parents have a fundamental role in the education of their kids, in the upbringing of their kids, and that's just the way it's got to be. And so I think what we've done in Florida has been very, very positive. You note that they've been able to empower parents to be more engaged in the curriculum that's being used, more engaged in identifying things that are not consistent with state standards, and then just to have more of an impact overall. And here's the thing. There were some that said, oh, parents, they don't know what they're doing, they shouldn't be involved. You hear these crazy arguments, but I can tell you, if you talk to most teachers, if a parent is engaged in the student's education, student's going to do much better. The harder students to reach and to do well with are the ones where they have no support at home or the parent, isn't as involved. And so it's a win-win to have parents involved, because I think it makes teachers' lives better because the students are more engaged. Now, in terms of the constitutional carry, I mean, I'm for everything. I've said that from the beginning. And but if they send me something that is 90% or 80%, I mean, I'm going to take that win, and we can come back for more at some time in the future. Yes, sir.
Okay, Florida Governor Ron Desantis answering some questions there from media. Just wanted to have you listen to a few of those and his responses as well. We are going to take a quick commercial break here. We still have a lot more to get to. We'll bring you more top headlines when we return.